In the last class, we went through the 9th verse of Bhaja Govindam. Satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan mukti. Over here, the teacher told us how satsang can lead us directly to Jivan Mukti. Of course, step by step, stage by stage, we have to walk the path. But therefore, if we are in the company of the good, satsanga, it doesn't mean only good people, good books, good vichar, good thinking, good activities, anything that is noble, uplifting, good, aligned to Dharma. If we are walking that path slowly, the teacher says, once we get attached to the noble, to the sacred, to the divine, automatically we are moved away from all that which is material. So detachment has already come to us. And once detachment comes to us, we will be very, very clear while walking the path. It's like a well-lit path. Only the problem is only when the path is dark for us. We do not know. We get deluded. We do not know what is there in front of us. So where delusion is, illusion will immediately be there. It will follow. So therefore, detachment will lead us to nirmohatva. And as a consequence of that nirmohatva, which means no delusion, no illusion, it will lead us to clearly understanding what exactly is the ultimate reality. So first comes Shravana, then comes Manana, then comes Nididhyasana. All of them are implied over here. So therefore, we get a hold on to what we have studied. Slowly it will sink into us, and then it should become a conviction in us. We apply it in our lives, in our seat of meditation, and Nischala Tattve Jivan Mukti. Finally, that divine experience will happen to us. Mukti will happen to us. This is where we had left in the last class. Therefore, this shows to us slowly our spiritual evolution. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 2nd chapter, the opposite of this has been indicated by Lord Krishna. So, as a contrast, we will just go through that. There are 2 shlokas. 2nd chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, shloka number 62 and 63. I'll read them out and then we will go through the meaning. Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha Sangasteshupajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamat Krodhobhijayate Krodhat Bhavati Sammohaha Sammohat Smriti Vibhramaha Smriti Bhramshad Buddhi Nashaha Buddhi Nashat Pranashyati. So here our downfall, spiritual downfall has been indicated. If satsanga leads us to Jivan Mukti, spiritual evolution, that is why masters give a lot of importance to satsang. On the other hand, Krishna says over here, if we engage ourselves in thinking of dhyayato vishayavastu, anything that is material, it can be being anything that is materialistic. If we constantly keep on thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, what happens to us? Sangha will happen to us. We get attached to it. So if satsanga leads us to nisangatva, here constantly thinking about Vishaya Vastus, worldly sensual objects or sensual life, will lead us to getting attached to it. Sangha will happen to us. As a consequence of that sangha, what will happen? Kama will arise in us. Kama means desire. So we keep on thinking about something, we increase its frequency, and then slowly, therefore, by virtue of that, we get attached to the thing, or attached to the being, or attached to a conditioning, as anything it can be. So we get associated with that, we get attached to it. Once we get attached to it, we will want it in our lives. That particular thing is now outside of me. I have sufficiently thought about it and I have intense liking for it. So attachment is there. Now I want that particular thing or that particular being in my life, which means desire comes to us. Even if the desire gets fulfilled, immediately after that, again another desire will immediately follow it. Fulfilling our desires will never lead to elimination of our desire. So once we get whatever we want in our life, maybe 1 crore in our life, will we be satisfied? If the desire gets fulfilled, we will want 2 crore. If our target was 5 crore, and if we somehow fulfill it in our lives, it will lead to 10 crore. A desire for more, desire for more. So never ending. Supposing that desire doesn't get fulfilled, then what happens to us? One object, there will be many people who desire it. Obviously that object can only reach one person. All the others will get disappointed in life. So when our desire does not get fulfilled, what happens to us? The same emotion called desire will get reflected back to us in the form of krodha. We will become angry. We will be jealous of the person who got it. I did not get it, but he got it or she got it. And therefore anger. Anger towards the person. Anger towards the object because it did not come to me. I wanted it, but it did not come to me. So jealousy, anger. It's not ordinary anger. Krodha, rage it is. Once anger comes to us, they call it the fumes of anger. Smoke like it is. What will happen inside us? Short circuiting will happen to us. Immediately we get disconnected from our intellect, our memory system, and therefore once short circuiting happens, light's gone. It is all dark over there. So earlier we were walking a well-lit path because of the satsang that we entered into. Now it is all dark and dark and dark. That's what Krishna means when he says, Krodhat bhavati sammohaha. It is like a veil or a curtain in front of us. And therefore I do not know what I should, or it is all dark in front of us. We do not know what to do, where to go, how to proceed. We mistake the right as wrong and the wrong as the right. And therefore it slowly will land us into deep trouble. So krodhat bhavati sammohaha, sammohat smriti vibhramaha. Whenever we want to do something, perform an activity in the outer world, our mind is needed, intellect is needed, memory system is needed. It's the memory that helps us. Supposing there is something very hot, we know it is hot. A child doesn't know because in its memory system, it is not yet recorded that a hot object, if it touches, its finger will burn. Therefore, the child's hand slowly will move towards the hot object. But we all have already stored it in our memory. So, whenever we see a hot object in front of us, our hand will not reach out to it. Why? In the smriti, so the hand wants anything. Supposing we want that object, we do not know it is hot. Earlier we did not know it was hot, now we know it is hot. Therefore, the hand will immediately ask the mind, should I move forward or should I move back? Hand doesn't know whether it's okay or not okay. The mind says, wait, I cannot decide. Let me check up with the intellect. What will the intellect do? It will open up the old files, memory files, and check up over there. Is a hot object harmful if we grasp it in our hand, or is it not harmful? It is recorded in our memory, therefore the memory system will tell us, no, we should not move forward, or the hand should not move forward. Why? If we touch a hot object, the fingers will get burnt. It's stored up in the memory. So immediately from the memory system, the information is passed on to the intellect, it gets passed on to the mind, and the mind will order the hand not to move forward. All these things happen very, very fast. Now, if the memory system is switched off in us, means we are in the dark, it's not going to help us at all. And why is it not available for us right now? Because we are fully overwhelmed by krodha. So once krodha comes and overwhelms us, delusion, illusion round the corner. So So we will not know what we are going to do, whether it's right, whether it's wrong. Smriti Bhramshat Buddhi Nashaha. The moment the memory system is off, intellect cannot take a decision because files not opening. So what will the intellect tell the mind? Therefore, what will the mind tell the hand? Therefore, the hand may move forward and touch the hot object and get burnt. So therefore, once there is loss of memory, Krishna says, Buddhi Nashaha. Knowledge is not available, discrimination is not available, nothing is available for us. And once Buddhi Nasha happens to us, Pranashyati, spiritual downfall sure for a person. How often when we get angry and impulsively do something, later on we say, I know, I knew, but I do not know why I did it. Very often when we do something instinctively, impulsively, when we are overwhelmed by anger, afterwards we come back, when we regain ourselves back, we say, I do not know why I did like that. I do not know why I went for that object. I do not know why I said this to this person. I shouldn't have. So now we are very clear. But when anger was there, nothing is clear. We said whatever we wanted to say, impulsively. So therefore, spiritual downfall sure for a person. So Sankara in Bhaja Govindam, starting with Satsanga up to Jivan Mukti, he talks about this slow, stage by stage, step by step spiritual evolution. There on the other hand, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the second chapter, Krishna tells us how step by step we can fall. Actually, fall is not step by step. We just slip down. We do not know how much we would have slipped down. So again, when we hit the bottom, only then we realize that the fall is quite big. We have fallen through large heights, spiritual heights, and therefore again we have to start from there. So that's what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. So now we will enter into the 10th verse of Bhaja Govindam. Vayasi gate kaha kama vikaraha shushke nire kaha kasaraha kshine vitte kaha parivaraha nyate tatve kaha samsaraha bhaja govindam govindam bhaja mudamati. Sankara is talking about this cause-effect relationship over here. So if the cause is all right, the effect automatically gets taken care of. Or if the cause is not there, what to talk about the effect? Cause itself in a different form is the effect. So if the cause is not there, where will the effect be? He uses that principle to explain to us what we should be doing in our life. So he says over here, Vayasi gate kaha kama vikaraha. When old age comes in, when youthfulness has gone away from us, when time has passed, when age comes in, seniors, we become old. At that point of time, kama vikara, where is kama vikara? Where is passion? Where is play? Everything will take a back seat once a person grows old. So cause and effect relationship over there. Well, as we all know, as we grow old, many things drop off from our life. We may want it, but still we can't. So therefore, Vayasi gate kaha kama vikara. When age has passed, he says, where is this lust and its play and its consequences? Shushke nire kaha kasarha. Where the waters have all dried up. Can we call it a lake? We only have to say it's a lake bed. Once upon a time, there was a lake over here. Waters were there. How many lakes have dried up, we know? And wherever the lakes have dried up, now we know residential areas have come up. So they say once upon a time, this was a lake bed. Where there is no lake bed at all. No water, no lake. So therefore he says, when the waters have all dried up in a particular place, what to talk about a lake? We can't call it a lake at all. It's a dried piece of land. We can at the most call it a lake bed. So where is the question of a lake? And afterwards going over there and using the waters, which was supposed to be there when it was a lake. Kshine vitte kaha parivaraha. Earlier itself Sankara has told us, when wealth is there, vittam means wealth. Kshine vitte means once the wealth is all slowly reduced, kaha parivaraha. Where are your relatives? All the relatives become a relative. Nobody will stand by us saying, I will absolutely be there for you, irrespective of whether you can contribute or you can't contribute. So once the wealth reduces, or once wealth means once a person cannot contribute in whatever form. It can be even physical, it can be cooking, it can be earning. Once person retires, earlier days pension was there, nowadays there are many places where there is no pension. Lump sum, some money is given, that's it. So therefore a person cannot contribute now every month or every day. Why? Because of old age. So once the vittam has all gone, when the wealth has reduced, when the strength has reduced, physical strength, mental strength. Why? Because a person has grown old. Slowly we will know how such a person is pushed into one corner. Non-existent the person becomes, even while existing for the family members itself. We are not talking about outsiders over here. Even the family members, for them, that person becomes very insignificant. They may even forget to give food, they may even forget to give them medicines at the right time. The person becomes a burden. So where is parivara for that person? There is nobody around them and about them. We see elderly people, nobody to even talk to us at home, nobody to even smile at us, nobody to even listen to us. So kshine vitte kaha parivara. These are all negative, but Shankara immediately uses this cause effect for a positive thing. He says, Jnate tatve kaha samsara. Once we have understood, Jnate means to know. To know is not just intellectual. We can read the Bhagavad Gita, we can read the commentary on it, therefore we have some knowledge about it. But that won't do. It's not sufficient for us. We have to sit down and practice it in our lives. So therefore here, tattva means knowledge, spiritual knowledge over here, or the truth. Jnate tattve means after having realized the truth, means Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, Ityadi. We start all our spiritual program by listening to our teacher, Shravana, on the scriptures. So first is to listen, and then is to reflect upon it, and then put it into practice in our seat of meditation, and then slowly experience will come to us. So it's a long process. But he says, Jnate tattve. So knowing over here is not intellectual appreciation, it is experiencing the truth which the teacher has put forth to the student, or whatever is there in our scriptures, realization. So after having realized the ultimate truth or the reality or Brahman, kaha samsaraha. Where is samsara afterwards for such a person? Samsara denotes the realm of change. Tattva is the one without a second, absolute, changeless factor, which we call as Brahman. Or we can call it as Rama, Krishna, Shiva, our Ishtadevata, deity, any deity's name. That which is changeless. Once we have realized and experienced the changeless within ourselves, means to become the changeless, where is the realm of change for us? Not that it is not there. Our masters after Jivan Mukti come back to stay with us in their physical body. So change definitely is there. Now today they may be healthy, tomorrow they may not be healthy, now they are hungry, now they eat food. So from our standpoint, yes, we are seeing change over there. But he is completely tattva centered, truth centered, Brahman centered. And therefore from the master's standpoint, though he is functioning physically in the outer world for our welfare, for our well-being, the society, community, but still he is completely well established and rooted in the changeless. So therefore for him there is no samsara at all. We pursue change around them and about them. But from their standpoint, they are well rooted in the changeless. So where the changeless is, change is not there at all. So even if they are seeing change, from our perspective, all the change is happening on the changeless, and they are well grounded in the changeless. So it's all passing for them. They are an eternal Sakshi, and they are registering some change happening about them and around them, including their own physical body. That also is apart from them, outside of them, as it were. So therefore, where is samsara for them? There is no samsara at all for them, is what Sankara says over. So which means we are in the realm of the effect, we are in samsara, we are in the realm of change. If we want to transcend and go beyond the realm of change, which gives to us pain, which gives to us trouble, all problems, challenges, obstacles, grief, pain, all of them are because of this realm of change in which we are in. If we have to transcend it, only when we transcend it, then only we can reside or get centered in the changeless. Once we get well established in the changeless, then no more can samsara touch us. Even though a master moves around amongst things, amongst beings, and is there in all situations and circumstances and any type of environment, still change cannot touch him at all. Whatever it be, it can't touch him. Why? He is well rooted, well grounded in the changeless. Therefore, and all this can happen only when we start. What is the starting point for us? Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Modamate. 11th verse. Makuru dhanajana yauvana garvam harati nimeshat kalas sarvam maya mayamidam akhilam buddhva brahma padam tvam pravisha viditva bhaja govindam govindam bhaja modamate. Like I said, every verse is like a picture in front of us. It's like a slide in front of us. It comes, shows to us whatever it should show to us, or it will communicate to us whatever it should communicate, and then the next slide will come. So Sankara is like taking us through a gallery over there, where there are so many pictures or so many photos over there. So each one of them is suggesting to us where we are in the realm of change. Is it okay for us? Is it comfortable for us? Now and then we think it's very comfortable, but then Gurudev very beautifully used to tell us the main diet is sorrow. Now and then pleasure, or not even happiness, pleasure comes to us. How does it come? In glimpses it comes. Supposing we go, the food that we eat every day, the main diet is the rice or is the wheat. Either it's the rice that we have or it is the rotis that we have. That's the main diet. Substantially we take more of that. Anything else, a chutney or a pickle or the little sabji, the vegetable, they all come in small quantities. So the main diet always is larger quantity. All the others are all little. Especially the ones which we call as starters. Small quantity, but it increases our appetite. So similarly, they say the main diet for all of us is sorrow. Who gives to us sorrow? No, but Bhagavan doesn't give sorrow to us. We have brought it with us, and there are enough people in the world outside, starting from our nearest and dearest onwards, to give to us large quantities of sorrow. It's like we have large handfuls of rice, so many rotis. Similarly like that, lot of sorrow for us. The world has got enough to give to us, and it gives to us solid. In large quantities it gives sorrow to us. So our main diet is sorrow. We are moving actually from one sorrow to another sorrow. The pleasure that comes to us, the happiness that comes to us, it all comes in glimpses and goes away. But still we hold on to that and we continue our lives. So therefore Shankara is trying to show us the reality behind what we are running after. He says it won't do you good at all. All that we say is, I like this, I'm comfortable, everything is all right for me. It's all, it just comes and goes. In flashes, it will come and go. And what is the main diet? Main diet is only sorrow for us, grief for us, pain for us, trouble for us, challenges for us. When will we get out of it? He says you can get out of it. That is the realm of change. That is samsara. How to get out of it? Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. So here he is talking about each one of us, and he says, Ma kuru dana jana yauvana garvam. Garva means to be proud. Pride. We take pride. We take pride in what all things he has indicated over here. Dana means wealth. Jana means people. Yauvana means our youth. So three factors over here given. Shankara says, Ma kuru dana jana yauvana garvam. Don't become arrogant and proud of your possessions. Dana just doesn't mean money. All possessions, things and people. You know how many people are, if everything in the family is all right, we take pride in it. Next moment we do not know what will happen. Tomorrow we do not know what will happen. But we take pride in it. So our family is also our wealth. Wealth, of course, is wealth. So therefore he says, don't take pride in the wealth that you have. You know how rich I am. And then immediately we start ridiculing people, hurting people, abusing people, if they are little less comfortable than us, less rich than us. How long does it take for the wealth to go away from us? It just takes few seconds, few minutes sometimes to go away. Therefore he says, when it is there, it's all right. Keep it with you. Bhagavan has given to us wealth. In our tradition, we respect wealth as Lakshmi herself. So when the wealth comes to our life, it's come on its own. We are not going to reject it. We accept it. Why? It's come because of our honest effort. We have to learn to use it. Use it for ourselves and use it for the people around us, for the society around us. Bhagavan always gives sufficient for all of us. It's all the question of needs or wants over there. So when by the Lord's grace we've got a little more than what we really need, then why not help others also who don't have much, who are a little deprived of it. Money should be used. Wealth also is wealth flow. Just like knowledge flows, wealth also is a flow. So it should flow from somebody who has got more to somebody who has got less. But what we do is we keep on accumulating the wealth. Why? Insecure feeling. I do not know what will happen. Therefore, I have to accumulate and accumulate it and accumulate it. So once we start accumulating wealth, it becomes stagnant. Anything that is stagnant will be of no use to us. Laws of nature, Mother Nature knows at some point of time how to take out that wealth that we have accumulated or stored up, house or wherever it is. Mother Nature knows how to take it out from us. And when she comes and takes it, she just takes away everything. Why? We just accumulated it. Unintelligently we have accumulated it. It's become stagnant. Wealth will be fresh and useful only when it flows. Similarly, knowledge also. That is why so much of insistence given to knowledge flow from the Guru to the Shishya, the Guru-Shishya Parampara. In all our scriptures, the teacher tells the student, now you have understood, now you go and propagate this knowledge. Don't just keep it as yours. It's only mine. Then knowledge also becomes stagnant. Neither it will help us, nor we have made use of it to help others. Similarly also wealth. Wealth will come to us We use it for ourselves. If there is surplus, we should intelligently help others around us and about us. But the question is, what if I help somebody and use all the wealth that I have? What about my security in old age or whatever it is? Once we make that wealth flow from a higher level to a lower level, automatically it will come back to us also. Why? That little prarabdha is there. So if in our prarabdha that much wealth should be there in our lives, which has come, if we intelligently spend it or use it to serve, nature will make sure that it will come back to us also. Master said, try it and see. Why are you worried? That fear that if I use my wealth for somebody else, then I will be deficient of wealth. In old age, what will I do? That security feeling. They say, try it out. Use the wealth intelligently for the sake of the underprivileged, in service, in their seva, and see whether the wealth will not come back again. It will come back. So therefore, we are not to just hoard money and keep it only to ourselves. We should make wealth work for ourselves and work for others also in the community. Therefore, over here, and that will happen only when we don't take pride in it, too much pride in I am a wealthy person, I have got this much, I have got that much. Therefore, Mahakuru Dana Garvam. We are not to be proud and arrogant and vain of our possession, wealth. Jana, I have this many people's backing, public support, people support also we need. Even in our own houses, we need the support of our near and dear ones. I have the support of my parents, I have the support of my grandparents, I have the support of my children, my relatives. They're just a call away. We say that. Sometimes arrogance comes to us. We become very proud. Somebody is lacking in it. Oh, I have all the public support I need. The people support, relative support, and then public also. Once we become a public person, let's say a political leader or a businessman, they have a lot of people support. A company, in the company, whoever is there, they have to support the CEO. So public support also is very, very important. People support also is important. Sankara says, don't arrogate yourself. I have this much of support from the people or from the public. Therefore, we don't consider ourselves, we consider ourselves something beyond, we hit the ceiling, above the clouds. So don't do it, he's saying. Yauvana, when we are in our youthful stage, we are arrogant. We don't listen to anybody. Who are you to tell me? Even when our parents try to advise us, elders try to advise us, teachers try to advise us in school or college, who are you to tell me? I know what to do. I will do like this only. In that stage, adolescent stage, we become very, very arrogant, very, very egoistic, very proud, because we've got so much of energy over there. Shankara says, Ma kuru dana jana yauvana garvam. Don't take pride in all these things, in the wealth that you have, the people, the public support you have, the people support that you have, in the youth that you have, the youthfulness and its vigor and energy. Why? Harati nimeshat kala sarvam. Kala is time. Kala, when it comes, means as we grow, he says over here, sarvam harati nimeshat. In a minute, everything can just go for a toss. So harati nimeshat kala sarvam. Everything can go. Jana, how long does it take for people to leave us? Their support. Today we have 10 people, 15 people, maybe we have hundreds or thousands of people supporting us for whatever ideology we stand for. Next moment, we do not know. Somebody's ideology may be better, they feel it's better. En masse they can shift. We've been seeing it. Especially in the political field, we can see it. It happens in all fields. Immediately the whole mass will move. At home it can happen. one person was being supported so much. Why? Maybe he was earning and everybody was depending on him. And for some reason, he retires, and therefore they all have to depend now on the other person who is still working. So the 20 or the 25 people in that family, immediately what will they do? They will stop supporting this person because now he can't earn, he can't bring any revenue into the house, and they will all shift their loyalty to another person. From house onwards, it can happen in society also. So just sarvam nimi, in a moment, kala will harati, it will completely destroy it for us. It will loot. Harana means to loot. So today we had so many people cheering us, today we had so many people respecting us, revering us, maybe adoring us. Next moment we do not know what is going to happen. All of them will just en masse leave us. We will be alone. So, Jana Yavana also. When time passes, we know what will happen to our youthfulness. So, therefore, Shankara is saying, don't take pride in all these things. It is all a question of time. It's there now, it's all right. So, when everything is comfortable and good, the money is there, people are there, youthfulness is there. Yes, we can do many things when we are in our youth. Afterwards, we can't do it. Therefore, if we can do some good, let us do some good. Be constructive for ourselves, for the family, and for the society and community. By God's grace, we have got a little more share than somebody else. Therefore, let us make use of it. But if we arrogate to ourselves and take pride in it, we know it will just go away from us. And when will it go? It takes just a minute. Shankara says, everything can just go away. So, harati nimeshat kala sarvam maya mayamidam akhilam buddhva. Therefore, he says, buddhva means to understand. What should we understand? Maya mayam idam akhilam. Akhilam means everything. The entire outer world of things and beings, including our own equipment, the body, the mind, and the intellect. All of them belong to the realm of change. They are all deluding us. Everything and things and beings, including our own body, it's as it were telling us we are all permanent. We will always be there for you. Everything is changeless. But it's not true. That's what is Maya. Maya means the real we have taken it to be unreal, and the unreal we have taken it to be real. So all of this is going to change. But we consider that nothing is going to change, and therefore we have started living our lives as though nothing is going to change. Outside world also is going to remain the same, and we ourselves are also going to remain the same. We are going to live for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. That's the biggest Maya. We know everything is unreal, but we have taken it to be the real. So Maya mayam. When there is too much of sugar in the coffee, we say it is sugar mayam. When lot of salt has been for some reason put into the sambar, we say it is salt mayam. Similarly over here, Shankara says it's all Maya mayam, this Jagat. And Jagat, when we say, it's not we are separate from the Jagat. Our entire equipment is a part of the Jagat. Why? That also keeps changing. So everything is Maya mayam. It is Maya mayam means it is not permanent. It is not changeless. Things come and go. In space and time, everything will keep changing. Therefore, sarvam understand this is what Shankara is telling us over here. So understanding the real nature of things and beings and the real nature of our own equipment, sure, it's not going to be permanent at all. Brahma padam tvam pravisha viditva. No, says Shankara. No means we have to first enter into studying the scriptures, listening to our master. So all sadhana starts actually with Shravana. So therefore, we have to listen to the master, listen to the scriptures, seek the Lord, do manana within ourselves, know what to do, and also what to discard in our lives, and walk slowly the spiritual path. If we walk the spiritual path, then he says that Brahma Padam, the state of Brahman, sure we will be able to, pravisha means to enter into. Enter into the state of Brahman means to realize Brahman and become a Jivan Mukta. So he says it over here, but it takes time. It may take lives sometimes for us. But for some people, it is just here and now. That's it. So therefore, over here, the first two lines are telling us how everything belongs to the changeable, the variable, the whole world. Who all? Things and beings. Dhana, wealth, it belongs to the realm of things. Jana belongs to the realm of being. Yauvana is subject to us. So Shankara has handled everything so beautifully. The world of things, Dhana stands for that. The world of beings, Jana stands for that. They say everything is unreal, but I am real. I will be permanent. Nothing is going to happen to me. Therefore, Yauvana indicates our own self. He says all of this, don't take pride in it. Don't become arrogant, haughty, egoistic, vainful. Why? Harati nimeshat kala sarvam. Time will just take away everything. Whether we like it or not, it's not in our hands, it will go away. Therefore understand, he says, Maya mayamidam akilam buddhva. Therefore realize that everything belongs to the realm of change. Nothing is real. What is real? That which supports all this unreal is the real. And what is it? That is Paramatma, that is Brahman, that is the consciousness that is there in us, the soul in us, the Atman in us. Therefore understand, the teacher says, walk the spiritual path and enter into that state. Once we enter into that Jivan Mukti state, we are in the one without a second changeless state. Then none of these can torment us. Like he said in the last verse, Jnate Tatve Kaha Samsara. Where is samsara for a man of realization? There is no samsara for him at all. A devotee asked Ramana Maharshi. He said, I am full of sorrow. I am full of pain. Sir, can you remove it for me? The master said, show me where the pain is. Show me where the grief is, and then I'll remove it for you. It's not there. But we assume it for ourselves, both. All pairs of opposites, Sukha as well as Dukkha. We have to move beyond both of them. Only then a person can get well established in the state of enlightenment. For that, what should we do right in the beginning? Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Modamate. Now, when the teacher tells us this much, Maya Midam Akilam Buddhva, Harati Nimeshat, okay, everything will go away. We do not know when it will go away. Okay, everything is Maya Midam, but now everything is fine for us. So let's see afterwards. We always have a tendency to postpone things afterwards. Why don't we start reading the scriptures or listening to the scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, the Upanishad? Why now? Afterwards. Now we are in our youthful stage. Now I am in middle age. Now I am working. I have to work so much. I have to earn so much. I've got all these goals in my life. Probably after I retire, I will take it up. Temple. Even for our children we say, let's all go to the temple. We ourselves, elders will say, why take the children and go? Poor children, let them play at home. We will go to the temple. On their behalf, we will pray and come back. So very often, we don't take the children to the temple. And also, therefore, it has become a habit in them also to say, Mummy, Daddy, you go and come, we will be at home. But the same thing when we go for shopping or a mall or a resort or a picnic, we don't tell the children stay at home. We take them and go. Why not to the temple also? We feel they are too small for it. Nobody is too small. Actually, from that age itself, it has to be inbuilt. It must become built in them. The habit of going to the temple. whether we want to ask for something or not. Just go to the temple and invoke the Lord. So we are going, we elders, on their behalf, praying for for the children. Therefore, they have not been groomed properly at all. Tomorrow, after the children grow up, they become youth, then they become middle-aged people. They've got their own families. They are in a job. They have their own problems will come. Challenges will come. Hurdles will come. Obstacles will come. Then where will they go? They've never been programmed to go to a temple. They have never been programmed to invoke the Lord. Why pray to the Lord? Why should my child, I heard a parent saying, why should my child learn stotras? Now why? After she becomes old, if she wants to, then let her learn the stotras. But now why should I make my child sit and learn the Sanskrit stotras, the Ashtakams and the Panchakams, etc. Why now? What good will it do to my child? Is what the parent said. So we have no idea of this at all. Actually, we have deprived the children of something which is very, very constructive. So when the child grows up and when she or he faces problems, challenges, they do not know where to go. They'll only seek solutions amongst their family members, amongst their friends. We've already seen trouble comes, problems come, everybody moves away from us. They will not even answer our phone call. If we knock at their door, they will not open their door. Where will they go? We never programmed them to go to the temple and to talk to the Lord, to communicate with the Lord. So they do not know what to do. So right from that young stage onwards, we should train them. It is as important as going to school daily. Going to school daily is very important. Doing homework is very important. Similarly, every day before going to school or before going to the college, from school onwards, just one namaskar to the Lord or one small little shloka. Even if they can't chant the entire stotra, how long will it take? One shloka. Do a namaskar in the puja room. After that, have breakfast and then go to school. So we have to start from there. Then when they grow up, they will have something to hold on to. They will have something to lean on to. But we always postpone. Why children? Afterwards we will see. When they grow up, they will learn. When they grow up, they won't learn. Because we did not put it into them. So they do not know where to go. They become lost. They don't know how to handle themselves. They do not know how to handle their profession, their career. Nothing they know how to handle. Because we never ever put them onto the right path. We always postponed it and postponed it and postponed. Little child, poor thing, poor thing. Earlier it was compulsory. Morning when we get up, have a bath, before breakfast, go to the puja room, one namaskar over there, one small little verse, a prayer over there, and then only start the day's work. Children also. Before we have our meal, everybody gets together and says a small little verse, Brahma Arpanam, and then we start eating our food. Automatically our mind becomes uplifted. Sanctity comes in to whatever we are doing. All of that we have lost touch with now. So why again we postponed it. Sankara is telling us in the 12th shloka over here what will happen when we keep on postponing it. He says, Dinayaminyau sayam pratah shishira vasantau punarayataha Kala kridati gacchati ayuhu tadapina munchati asha vayuhu Bhajagovindam Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. He says time is just moving. Time is playing with us. Kalaha kridati. The very beautiful phrase over there. Kala means time. What is time doing with us? Sporting with us. Krida means sport. For sport, we always need something other than us. Football, cricket, badminton, whatever it is. We say Krida, sport. Why? We are there and we are playing with whatever, the ball or the bat or the shuttle, and of course people on the other side. So Krida always means we are there plus something else is there and we are connecting with it. That is called sport. We need something other than ourselves over there. Rati means to revel in. To revel in, we don't need anything outside of us. I am reveling in thinking of the Lord. Means we don't need anything other than ourselves. We are reveling within it's something within we are doing. Krida is something outside of us. So Shankara says over here, Kala Kridati. Kala is playing with you. Kala is sporting with you. Whenever we sport with anything, let's say we are playing with a ball, the ball is dependent on us. What we do with the ball has got no choice. It can't say, don't throw me up, don't throw me down, don't kick me. We are the master over there and I choose to do what I want to do with the ball. The ball helplessly has to obey me. Therefore, I am sporting with the ball. Similarly, over here, when Shankara says, Kala Kridati, he says, time is sporting with you. So, who is the boss over here? The independent master over here? Time is the master. And the time, the master is playing with whom? He is playing with all of us. We don't even know. Slowly, we are getting cheated. Years come and go. He says, Kala Kridati Gacchati Ayuhu. Our Ayu's lifespan is just going. Slowly, it's a one-sided movement. From where? Gurudev used to say, from birth to death. From the womb to the tomb, he says, there's not a reversible process. Slowly, we are crawling only in one direction. We can't come in the opposite direction at all. So therefore, Gacchati Ayuhu, we do not know. We do not know our lifespan. But every year, sure, when we celebrate our new year or when we celebrate our birthday, 1 year short. It has become 1 year less for us. We have not realized it at all. Therefore, they say time is so deceptive. It's cheating us. It's cheating us when we allow it to sport with us. So, Kala Kridati Gacchati Ayuhu. Slowly, every year. So, New Year, whichever New Year, January 1st or our New Year's, Hindu calendar wise, or our birthday, we should remember one thing on that day. Let us celebrate everything fine. But 1 year less in my lifespan. 1 year has gone. And we are not even aware of it. The way we celebrated as though another 100 years more is there. But 1 year less. So it's countdown going on. Not only every year. Shankara says every minute countdown is happening. We are not even aware of it. So become aware of it is what he is saying. Kala Kridati Gacchati Ayuhu. And how? Dinayaminyau Sayam Pratha. Day turns into night, night turns into day. Dawn becomes dusk and dusk becomes dawn. Sayam Kala means evening, Pratha means morning time. So dusk and dawn, they come and go. Shishira Vasantau. So winter has come and gone, summer also has come and gone. Punarayata, they just keep coming and going. So beautifully he said. Seasons he has dealt with. Winter and, Vasanta. Vasanta means springtime. Winter and spring. How many winters we have seen? How many springs we have seen? They've come and gone. How many days have come and how many nights have come in our lives? They've come and gone. How many evenings and how many early mornings? Dawn and dusk have come and gone in our lives. Do we have count of it? No. Punarai, they come again and again. It's not just that once they came and went away. And all of them are time. Day and night means time. Dawn and dusk, realm of time. Winter and spring, realm of time. Kala it is. Kala is sporting with you. It's coming now, day comes to you and goes, night comes to you and goes, visits you and goes. Now comes evening, now comes early morning, now comes winter, now comes spring, now comes rainy season, now comes summer. They're just coming and going, coming and going, and coming and going. What is Kala doing? Playing with all of us. And in the bargain, what is happening? Are we becoming wise? No, we are not becoming wise. On the other hand, gacchati ayuhu. Time is slipping away from us. Every year, 1 year less for us. On the birthday, everybody, all of us, on our birthday, 1 year less for us. Countdown over. Still, he says, he's like saying, alas, what to do? How to tell you all, or how much to tell you all. Tadapina munchati asha vayuhu. Asha means hope, expectation, craving, longing. When will all that be there? Only when desire is there. So the list of desires is endless. Therefore, that asha will never go at all. Asha vayuhu, he says, we are caught in that wind of desire. Hopes, expectation, longing, craving. This didn't come, never mind something else. Or this came, this much only, I'm going to try for more. When will it all end, is what he's saying. Tadapina munchati, asha vayuhu. And yet, the desires leave you not. Longing and craving and expecting and hoping leave you not. In spite of time playing with us. So what if time plays with us? He says lifespan is slowly coming down. Time has started ticking long back. The day we were born, it started. Countdown also started on that day only. And all that we are saying is, and the play of time, so beautifully he has described in the first 2 lines over there. Day and night, morning and evening, winter and spring, they come and go, they come and go. How many New Years we have seen? How many summers we have seen? How many springtimes we have seen? How many days and how many nights? How many early mornings and how many evenings? Did we stop to even think what has happened to our lifespan? We didn't. Why? Kala is sporting with us. When it's sporting with us, it's tossing us like a ball. So we are just moving from here to there, from there to here. Never a moment to think about what really has happened to us. Where we are, what we are, why we are. Is there any hope for change for us? Gacchati ayu. Therefore, slowly, time, our time is ticking away. Still, he says, alas, the list of desires is endless. Never will it leave us. Desires, our longing, our craving, it just will not leave us at all, in spite of all these things happening. So therefore, he is trying to wake us up. So what should we do? Right now, he says, don't wait for tomorrow. Purandara Dasura says, Indina dinave shubhadina, Indina varave shubhavara. Why wait for another month? Why wait for Shravana should come? Now it is Ashada. Why wait for Shravana? Who knows whether Shravana will come to us? So therefore, don't wait for an appropriate time, this particular month, this particular fortnight, this particular day. Today is Tuesday. I will start on an auspicious Saturday. Today there is Rahu Kala, here and now. So he says, Indina dinave shubha. Indina time, here and now is the best time for us to think of the Lord. Because we do not know what will happen the next moment. So therefore, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. Now Ashada is going on. The month of Ashada is going on. Windy month we call it. It's very windy outside. It's not at all comfortable. But therefore, mind and nature are interconnected. As the mind, so nature. As nature over there, so the mind. Micro and macro are interrelated. So when Ashada is happening outside over there, everything is windy. It's not nice at all. Rain we can manage with an umbrella. But when it's windy, it's very difficult to manage. Even the umbrella will not stay with us. So when it's windy, everything, the dust comes up. It hurts the eyes, it hurts the nose. It's not at all it's not a very comfortable environment at all. This windy season, Ashada. When it is windy outside, Ashada is happening outside, Ashada is happening within us also. It should happen to us. So everything all right? Yes, all right. Everything comfortable? Yes, comfortable. But still I am not feeling okay. That is Ashada happening inside us. That should happen spiritually. Everything is all right. I have a lovely family, good job, everything taken care of, food, clothing, shelter, plus comforts. Nothing is there. I don't even need to go and ask the Lord everything. He has given me everything more than what I need. But still will always be there. That but still should come to us. So inside over there it is turbulent. Inside of us it becomes windy. It should become windy. Ashada must happen within us. Somewhere I feel uncomfortable. Everything is there but still I don't feel fulfilled. Why is there a discontentment in me? Why am I feeling still unfulfilled? Why am I still feeling dissatisfied? That is Ashada happening in us. If it really happens solid in us, as it should happen, the Guru will come into our lives. If that happens to us inside, means we are seeking something higher, because everything over here has been taken care of, worldly. When that seeking for something higher starts in us in the form of a turbulence, in the form of an agitation, in the form of an anxiety, if that becomes very, very sincere, the Guru has to come into our lives. That is why in the Ashada month we have Guru Purnima. And Guru coming into our life, he belongs to a gracious lineage. Guru Shishya Parampara is there. Therefore, in this particular month, on the Paurnami day, not only we invoke and pay our respects to our Guru, but to the entire Guru Shishya Parampara. Because without that Guru Shishya lineage, it would not have been possible for us to meet our Guru in our present lives. So beautiful, because the word season has come. Right now we are in that Ashada season. So Ashada must happen to us. That is why in Ashada we normally don't conduct any worldly engagements and functions. It may be different state to state. Some may do it, but normally in Ashada they don't have marriages happening, housewarming ceremonies, Grah Pravesham happening, naming ceremony happening. Why? It is Ashada, they say. Windy season. Why? Give room for us to turn spiritual. Nothing worldly is happening. We hope that something spiritual will happen to us. And when that uncomfortable Ashada happens to us within ourselves, yes, that's the time when the Guru will enter into our lives. The 12th shloka is over. The 13th shloka, we will take it up in the next class.